So what's up guys, I'm Black Ops Amazing, welcome back to another video on the channel where today we're looking at a sad story within Cold War Zombies to do with one of our characters trapped within the Dark Ether. We know there are multiple people in there who we've seen through intel, documents, radios and stuff like that. One of the main people is of course Zykov, who we are currently trying to rescue from the Dark Ether, but there are plenty more characters trapped in there, hundreds, maybe thousands. We've heard of someone called Barbara, but in this video I want to talk about a character called Pytre or Pytre. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, but he's been trapped in the Dark Ether for a very long time now. We first heard from him all the way back in Season 1, and then every now and again in Season 3 I think, and then Season 4 and recently in Season 5, he pops up with a little message updating us on his situation within the Dark Ether. And well, as of his latest message, it seems like he is now trapped in a cycle. But first, let's go back to the very beginning so we can try and understand exactly how Pytre got himself into this situation in the first place. So we know that Pytre originally was a part of a group of Soviet soldiers who were sent into the Dark Ether. Their mission as a unit was to gather samples of Ethereum. These kind of people that did this work were called Ethernauts. However, whilst out on a mission, after entering the Dark Ether, Pytre ended up becoming separated from his unit before extraction, leaving him trapped in there.
Field report. Lost contact with unit, but continue to gather samples until comrades are required. Atmospheric readings match crystal radiation signature, so this stuff is everywhere. Personal contamination remains in safety range. 4 hostile contacts today. I killed 3 with small arms fire. The other I avoided. May attempt engaging after I find my squad. There is much to explore here. Stand by for additional reports. It was supposed to be over quickly, in and out. But I was separated from the rest of my unit before our extraction. By the time I got to the exfil point, the equipment had been smashed to pieces. This radio is the only thing still functional. There may be no way back for me now. But I will do my duty till my last breath.
After being trapped in the Dark Ether for a few months, over his time spent in there, Pytre witnessed many different things. He witnessed creatures beyond belief, other souls that appeared to be human-like, and elder gods like the Giant Order.
Like most souls here, I have stayed away from others since I arrived. But over the last few months I have seen ever larger groups congregating in the valleys. I hear their chants echo through the eternal night. I have not seen it, but I know it is there. I've seen the destruction left in its wake. Swaths of trees, snapped and broken as though they were twigs. It moves with purpose, but it is not a purpose I understand. I have not seen it. I hope I never do. I have heard its guttural roar echo through the forest like a wounded animal screaming out in pain. I fear they are becoming an army.
Eventually, Pytre comes across one of his old comrades. His unit were among the first of their soldiers to pass through into the Dark Ether, but when Pytre finally comes face to face with him again, he begins rambling, appearing to have lost his mind. From the very few words that Pytre could make out, he claimed to have been trapped in the Dark Ether for many months. However, his team was only deployed there a week before Pytre's, meaning that was literally impossible. And it was at this moment we learned time in the Dark Ether works different to reality.
I met an old comrade this morning. His unit were among the first of our soldiers to pass through to this world. I fear he has lost his mind, as he mostly rambled incoherently, speaking words I could not understand. From the little I could make out, he claims to have been here for many months. This is not possible. He deployed only 1 week before I did. I do not know how long it has been. How long have I gone without orders? How long without purpose? I fear I am losing. Not just a war, but losing myself. There were soldiers, an army. One I recognized, but hoped I would never see again. I am afraid that wherever I go, I may not come back.
While scouring the Dark Ether, Pytre comes across a woman. She told him to never lose faith, that it was possible to escape this place, that he wasn't worthless, and in the end he reveals this woman had a German accent. We know that this woman Pietra met in the Dark Ether was Samantha. She became trapped in there during the time of Firebase C when she was thrown into the portal by Dr. Peck. Fortunately for her, she was rescued by Requiem, but Pietra wasn't. He was left stranded. However, these words from Samantha did, it seems, help him.
There was a crooked man, and he went a crooked mile. He found a crooked sixpence against a crooked style. He bought a crooked cat, which caught a crooked mouse, and they all lived together in a little crooked house. There was a woman that I met. Her gait was far from crooked. She told me never to lose faith, in spite of how I looked. She told me that I was not worthless. The German accent threw me off, but her words inspired me nonetheless. We will fix this crooked house.
Finally, Pietra comes to realise that escaping from the Dark Ether is almost impossible. But there is a way. People have escaped from the Dark Ether before, but every time they do, they don't arrive back home normally. Instead, when they do get home, they are changed, disfigured, they turn into fiery demons, and even then, they don't last long anyway because people back home kill them.
It has been a long time. I can hardly remember before. There is only now. And now is not a time I would wish upon anyone. This place has changed. It is unsustainable. Many bow before one. Those who do not are consumed. The rest of us, we cower in shadow. Some manage to escape, but the crossing between worlds is dangerous. They arrive home disfigured, changed into fiery demons, horrors devoid of humanity. I hear they are killed almost instantly, when all they wanted was to escape. But they were no longer human. So the good soldiers bring their suffering to an end.
But Pietra reveals he has found a way for him to get back home safely without changing, and that's through a strange mechanical box he's found in the Dark Ether. He says it allows him to move between worlds, and so that's exactly what he did. He climbed inside of this mechanical box, he teleported back to our world, and when he did cross over, he still changed, but not into a fiery demon like everyone else, something more. But this doesn't last for long because the Forsaken finds him and pulls him back to the Dark Ether, leaving Pietra trapped in this endless cycle. Every time he finds this mechanical device, he gets into it, he tries to escape, in which he's successful for a short amount of time, but the Forsaken always finds him and drags him back. There is no escaping.
I have found a way through, a way that does not end in death. There are strange mechanical boxes. They move between worlds. I climbed inside one. When I crossed over, I still changed, but not into a fire demon. Something more. I found people, soldiers, like I had been. They do not know that I am like them yet. Still, they helped me. You do not see such kindness here. I forgot what it felt like to be helped. I am grateful. I try to repay them, provide aid in their battles. It is the least I can do. But then, the Forsaken finds me. He does not let me escape for long. He pulls me back. So I escape again, doomed to repeat this endless cycle. Still, it is nice to see home.
So, there we go. That is Pietro's story. Is this the end for him? Is he now trapped in an endless cycle, doomed to repeat the same events over and over again, attempting to escape, thinking he has broken the loop, but he keeps getting pulled back by the Forsaken? Or potentially in DLC 4, whatever happens with the Forsaken, if he does end up escaping the Dark Ether, maybe that could also break Pietro's cycle as well, who knows. So there we go, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, drop a like rating, make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest videos on the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.